I DNF'd 5 books last year, so let's see if I can get them read. How sad it is. I'm actually invested in this one, and we're gonna run out of time. I'm a hot mess. You know it. We're going to save this challenge. Yeah. Hello, my friends. Welcome to my channel. Welcome to this week's reading vlog. As I said, I DNF'd 5 different books last year, so I want to try and challenge myself to get them read and finished this year so that I can kind of start this year a little bit fresh. Now, when I DNF books, they tend to be a soft DNF for me since I am very much a mood reader. I feel like sometimes I'm just not in the mood for a particular book, so I just need to put it aside for a while and then come back to it when the time is right. Now, I know that I DNF'd 5 books last year because I keep track of my books in Fable, the book tracking app, and I have 5 books that I started reading last year and I never finished. So they're just sitting there and currently reading, and I'm ready for them to not be there anymore. So first things first, we need to grab those 5 books and then we need to get them all read. Okay, I grabbed all 5 books, so let's go through them. Okay, the first book is The Night is Defined by Chloe C. Penaranda. This is number 2 in the Nightfall series, the Nightfall trilogy. This is number 2. I don't know if you can see that, about that far in. I've read 86 pages to chapter 11, so I read 10 pages, or 10 chapters. The next book is Leather and Lark by Bryn Weaver. This is book 2 in the Ruinous Love trilogy. Next one I got, there's no page numbers. That's funny. 78 pages in to this one. The next one is What an Owl Knows by Jennifer Ackerman. This one I got 22 pages in. We have Count My Lies by Sophie Stava. I got 38 pages, 4 chapters into this one. And then the final one, don't hate me guys, don't be mad. It's Brimstone. It's Brimstone. I soft DNF'd it. I needed to get my Christmas books read, which is why I had to soft DNF this one, because look at how fat it is. And like, I got so far, but I had so far left, so I had to soft DNF this one. I got 24 pages, or 24 chapters read, so I'm on chapter 25, which is page 318. So I have about half left of this book. I actually have kind of a really good variety of books. I have a fantasy romantasy, I have a mystery thriller, I have a nonfiction. Almost spilled my coffee, but we're good, we're good. I'm a hot mess, we know it. Anyways, we have dark romance, and then this one is another fantasy romantasy. This one is like a dark fantasy though. This one is quite dark. Literally, the night is defying. So yeah, those are the 5 books we're gonna try and get finished over the next 2 weeks. I'm giving myself 2 weeks because I don't want to put too much pressure on myself, especially because they were DNFs, so I need to like give myself time to read them, right? So that is where we are at, and we are going to start with, that's a drum roll if you're wondering. We're gonna start with trying to finish up Brimstone because 1, this is my most recent DNF, and 2, already half done, so we need to get this done. But there's still like 300 pages left, which is literally an entire book in itself. So we are going to get this read, and yeah, we're going to do what we can. This is going to be a non-spoiler vlog, but I'll do some like out of context quotes and like some reactions, that kind of stuff. So yeah, let's finish up Brimstone and see how it goes, I guess. I have so many pages left. I'm excited, but I have so much left, so let's dig in. Update time. It is now Thursday, and I have not read the past 2 days at all, so this challenge to finish my DNFs is not off to a great start. It is not off to a great start in any way, but we are going to revive it. We're going to bring it back to life. We are going to save this challenge. Yes, we are. Thankfully, I made this challenge 2 weeks for myself because 1, there's just too many books to make it 1 week, and yeah, obviously I needed it because I just wasted the first 2 days. So we are going to be getting into Brimstone today, getting back into Brimstone today. This one for sure I'm not going to restart because 1, it's so thick and I'm so far into it, there's no way, and 2, I was reading this back, I'm pretty sure the last time I picked it up was like early December, so it's only been slightly over a month, so I still remember like everything that I read. So we're going to be getting back into this today. We're about half done. We're on page 318, So I'm excited to get into it, and I think since I'm already halfway, like, all the big exciting stuff should be coming up, right? So I should really be, like, pulled right in. That's what I'm hoping. That's what I'm hoping. I'm hoping it pulls me in. Now, since that is book number 2, I cannot read you a synopsis or tell you anything about it, but it's book number 2 to Quicksilver. So if you've not read Quicksilver, I thought I would read you a quick little synopsis of it. Much more is happening in Brimstone, but this is from book 1 of the series. It says, "Do not touch the sword, do not turn the key, do not open the gate." Sirius Fane is good at keeping secrets. No one knows about the strange power she possesses, or the fact that she has been picking pockets and stealing from the Undying Queen's reservoirs for as long as she can remember. In the land of the unforgiving desert, there isn't much a girl wouldn't do for a glass of water, but sooner or later, every secret comes out. When Ceres comes face to face with death himself, she inadvertently reopens a gateway between realms and is transported to a land of ice and snow. Perfect winter read, by the way. The Fae have always been the stuff of myth, of legend, of nightmares, but it turns out they're real, and Ceres has landed right in the middle of a centuries-long conflict that might just get her killed. The first of her kind to tread the frozen mountains of Yevlia in over 1,000 years, Ceres mistakenly binds herself to Kingfisher, a handsome Fae warrior who has secrets and nefarious agendas of his own. He will use her alchemist magic to protect his people, no matter what it costs him or her. So that was book number 1, and it was really good. It took me a little while to get into it, and I kind of hated the male main character for the first half, but then I became a little bit obsessed with him, and I started liking him a lot more. So yeah, really enjoyed that one. I ended up giving that like a 4.5 out of 5 stars, I believe. And then this one, like I said, I'm halfway through. It's Thursday afternoon. We need to be getting into this so I can actually make this challenge a thing. If I want to make this challenge a thing, I need to finish this and at least one other book before next Tuesday. I say that because this one is so fat, it's like a book in itself. So we need to at least get this book and one more done, if not more, hopefully more. But yeah, we need to get reading, so that is the plan. Stop procrastinating, stop putting off these DNFs, and take on this challenge because we're gonna run out of time. I'm just gonna say it. I think that maybe picking Brimstone to start off this challenge was a mistake because it's Friday. I still have not read it. I think 1, I'm a little bit intimidated to get back into it because I know it's gonna be so heavy and so dense. And 2, I don't know. I'm just really not feeling like getting back into that world. I don't know why. I really liked the first book, and like the second book was going fine. It's just like I'm not overly eager to get back to it, which I guess is why I put it down in the first place. But I really want to finish it up, so I'm gonna give it one more try tonight because it is Friday night. So this is gonna be a reading vlog where I get no reading done. That's funny, but we are going to try one more time tonight, and then if it doesn't happen either tonight or tomorrow, I'll grab one of the other 4 books. Because we gotta get some reading in. Like, we have to get some reading in. And it's supposed to be really, really cold and really, really snowy this weekend. So it is the perfect weekend to really take this challenge on. So, yeah, fingers crossed, guys. Fingers crossed. It is now Sunday, and I have some really, really good news. I have broken my reading slump, and I am almost done with Brimstone. Yes, I have read a good chunk. I'm now on page 548, and there is 660, so we have 112 pages left, so hopefully that's pretty good. That's awesome. So hopefully I can spend a few hours this evening and we can get it finished up. So I'm enjoying it. I'm not enjoying it as much as I hoped I would enjoy it. I feel like it moves kind of slow, and like there's a point to it and there's a purpose, and like you're getting there, but I just feel like it's moved slow, and there's a lot of just added stuff that maybe isn't necessarily needed. I don't know, I can't tell you for sure because it's not done, but I'm excited to see what the last 100 pages are going to be. I think it's going to kind of just explode, I hope. So we're going to finish that up tonight. I'm really proud. Hopefully we'll finish that up tonight, but I'm really proud that I broke through something and got into it. And then you guys saw that I started An Owl Knows this morning. I like to use it as my morning book, so we got back into that. I was on page 22. I'm now on page 30. Oh, I didn't read very much, 31, so I read 9 pages. But hey, we got back into it, so going well.
Did not like it one bit. At least the ending.
It was okay. I just...
Out of 5 stars, how many?
I don't know, I have to sleep on it, but maybe like... I mean, it's still pretty good, because like, I like it, so like... No, like 3.75? Maybe 4? Maybe. I'll just sleep on it.
Sleep on it.
But we finished. Yay! Hey friends, so as you saw, great news. I finished Brimstone by Kelly Hart, thank goodness, and I'm so happy I did because this was a chunker, and yeah, it was a challenge getting through it, but I persevered, I pushed, and I got through it, and I'm glad I did. I enjoyed it. I think that it was good. I think that for me personally, after Quicksilver, I don't know really what I expected, but it wasn't necessarily this book that I expected. The book was good, but I feel like she just threw a bunch of like different adventures together into one book just to kind of like, I don't know, continue the story. And I'm thinking maybe it's a transition book until like book like 3 is my guess. I feel like it's really like a transition book because I feel like there's just so many different like little adventures and little things that happened, and like some of them seemed pointless. So I feel like it's pointless because it's going to be needed in book 3, hopefully. And I feel like it dragged a little bit for me. It seemed like it was kind of like, where are we going with this? Like, obviously the overarching storyline is still there, but like it was kind of just like, where is this going? And it was dragging a little bit. It was exciting at the end, like there's a lot going on, but it was also just like, okay, also let's keep it moving. So I enjoyed it and I thought it was good, but it was not as good as I thought it was going to be when like I bought book 2. So I think that's possibly why I DNF'd it in December. One, because I wanted to read my holiday books, and two, just because it wasn't gripping me like I thought it was going to, and it still did not grip me like I thought it was going to. But I did want to read it, and I wasn't interested, and I was semi-invested in the storyline. I just wasn't like overly invested. And then there were some things that happened that just like, one seemed pointless, and two made me really, really, really upset. Like really upset. A couple things, and then like the author would like do something that would like make up for my upsetness, for the fact that I was upsetness because that's a word. But yeah, I was just kind of like, it was good. And yeah, I'm rating it either a 4 out of 5 stars or a 3.75 out of 5 stars. I think it might be 3.75, unfortunately. I want it to be 4 out of 5 stars, so I'm going to keep thinking about that. Right now I have it marked down as 4 out of 5, but it might be changing. But yeah, those are my thoughts, and I'll tell you anything more. Oh, wait, no, let me see if I have any quotes for you guys. Let me see. Okay, let's see what I have written down. It was a great. Oh, I wrote that it was great to jump in, like in the middle of it, because of the excitement and storyline, so that was really nice, and I think that's what kept me going to finish it. There was a moment with Onyx the Fox and a pine cone that was just so cute and precious, and it was like the first time in the book that I feel like I actually felt emotion, which like was kind of saying something about the book. But yeah, that was really sweet. Onyx is my favorite character, so there's that. I have two quotes. There's one that said, "I had always made it a rule to follow a cat," which made me laugh. Like, yeah, if there's a cat telling me to follow it, you better go follow that man because, or that girl, that kid cat, because they are leading you somewhere important. And then the other one was, "Dreams are just vapor and smoke. They mean nothing unless you're willing to live them." So for me, I thought that was just such a big, like, yeah, we all have big dreams. We have like things we want to accomplish eventually, but like, unless you're willing to put in the work and actually live it, it's always just going to be a dream. It's going to be nothing. It's just going to be like figurative, imaginative, nothing. So yeah, those were my thoughts on Brimstone. And yeah, I'll finish up everything in like my January reading wrap up, my full review of it. But that is my review. I would recommend, if you read Quicksilver, if you want to keep the series going, I would recommend it in that. Or if you just like fantasy books, maybe give it a try. But it was not like top tier fantasy for me, unfortunately. It was like middle tier fantasy. Still good. Like, I'm not saying it wasn't good. I enjoyed it. It was good. It was well written. There was a lot of good stuff in it. It's just like, was not like an amazing book to me. It was just like a good fantasy. 3.75 out of 5 stars feels about right. Okay, and then you guys saw that I actually restarted 2 other books yesterday. So the first one was What an Owl Knows by Jennifer Ackerman. This one is a nonfiction book all about owls. I tend to read nonfiction and poetry books in the morning, and I finished the morning book I was reading, which was The Poetry of Emily Dickinson. So when I finished that one up, I was like, I gotta pick this one up. So I picked this one up, and I restarted it yesterday. I only read like 10 pages, but we're back into this one, and we're hoping to get this one read. We might not finish this one in this challenge, but we're hoping to get at least like, there's some pictures in here I see. So before the challenge is over, we gotta get at least to these pictures, because I want to get this book read, because I think it's going to be so interesting and everything. And then you saw I was debating what I wanted to read next, if it was going to be Feather and Lark or Count My Lies, and I ended up picking Count My Lies because I started reading like the chapter I was on. I was on chapter 5, page 39, and I actually was kind of like interested and hooked right away. So yeah, I'm actually invested in this one, and I'm excited. I ended up reading, so I got to page 74. So I read like 35 pages of it, and yeah, I like it a lot so far. So I'm hoping to really dig into this today and really read through it. So I'm excited that I got into this one, and it's actually catching my interest, because last time I did not care at all. I like tried to read it and I had no caring at all. But this time I'm actually interested, so I'm really excited about that. However, with that, this first part of the challenge is actually over. I can't believe it took me an entire week to finish Brimstone. Actually, I kind of can't believe that, because one, I was in a reading slump for 3 days, so if I didn't read for 3 days, how am I going to get through a half of a 660 page book, right? So there was that. And then again, it was just so long that I knew it was going to take me several days to read it. And it did take me several days to read it. And a big chunk of it was the weekend, when I read a bunch over the weekend. So it took me a long time to finish this up, but I did finish it up, and I'm proud of myself. But I do think it's funny that I'm challenging myself to finish up these 5 books, and I got 1 read in the first week, which means I had to read 4 books over this next week, which I think I will be able to do, but I'm not sure. But we're gonna try. We're gonna continue on with Count My Lies, and you will be seeing that next Tuesday in the second half of my Can I Finish My DNF's challenge. I'm not sure how it's gonna go, if I'm gonna finish it. Peaches doesn't know how she feels about me doing it either, but oh my goodness, attention whore. But yeah, we are going to be continuing on our challenge to finish up all of our DNFs for the next week, and we're going to see how many I can finish over the next week, and you guys will be seeing that in 1 week's time. With that, I want to thank you guys so much for being here. I'd love to hear if you guys DNF'd any books last year and what the books were. I'm really curious. And also, are you someone who DNFs a lot, or are you someone who rarely DNFs? I feel like I only DNF when it's like a mood reading thing. Like if I'm not in the mood, I got DNF. Or if there's something that happens that I just cannot handle it, which is very rare. So yeah, let me know if you're someone who likes to DNF and what books you DNF'd. Make sure you like this video and you hit subscribe, and I cannot wait to see you guys in my next one. I hope you guys are having a fabulous January. Hope you're living well, reading lots of good books, and discovering something new every day. I'll see you guys next time. Bye.